What's going on, guys? Hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. So today I want to talk about a new stock that I just bought, right? So the stock that I bought is Pixelworks Incorporated. So it's a really small market cap, right? Sub 100 million market cap. So I guess you could consider it a micro cap. So I'm not incredibly confident in this stock. So just a disclaimer first. So my position sizing is going to be a bit on the smaller side, right? But yeah, let's just take a look at the business a bit, and then I'll walk you through a bit of the numbers, right? So Pixelworks at a glance. So basically, leading provider of video and display semiconductors and software, right? So over 20 years heritage of display visual processing innovation, so fundamental image processing IP with 315 issued slash pending patents, right? So if we take a look at the stock price over the past 5 years, it's been an absolute disaster, and especially since like August 2021, it's gone down like 75%. So I can already see like the reasoning why this stock would be down so much, right? Because people would have basketed it into the technology stock, but if you look at the business, it's actually a very boring business, right? So they are going for cinema basically, and also home and enterprise, and this is like they're selling projectors and stuff like that, right? So I'm more focused on the subsidiaries business than actually the main company's business which we are buying, right? So basically we are buying the main business, but the subsidiary is a semiconductor company, right? So I'm actually more interested in the semiconductor company, and I'm saying I'm not very confident in the sense that I'm not confident the price and the value for the semiconductor company will be reflected in this company's basically financials. Sorry, I'm basically not confident that the subsidiaries price and value will be reflected in Pixelworks price and value, right? Basically, so can give you a few examples of that. Basically, Yahoo with Alibaba, Proxys with Tencent, right? Basically, these are like they invested in those companies, and these companies became huge, right? But obviously, there was always a disparity between the price, right? Because sometimes, basically, SoftBank sometimes they traded under the value of Alibaba. So SoftBank is another person, the first person that invested in Alibaba, right? So their share price has always been lower than even their Alibaba net asset value, right? So what's the reason for that? Basically, investors might feel that the management for the company that is holding the investment might not be as competent as the management of the company, which is actually the company that they want to invest in, right? So for this example, it would be like maybe the market may not feel that Pixelworks is at the right value, but the subsidiary might be valued very highly, right? So if we take a look, you can see, you can go through the presentation yourself if you're interested, but basically this is the part that I'm interested in, right? So a leading provider of innovative and video display processors today announced that it entered an equity transfer agreement with a group of private equity investors in China, right? So purchases for a portion of the company's equity interest in its majority-owned subsidiary, Pixelworks Semiconductor Technology Shanghai Co. Limited, right? So collectively, the purchasers have agreed to pay amounts in RMB equivalent of 12 million US dollars in exchange for minority interest of 2.73 million in PWSH, which is the semiconductor company. So the purchase price values PWSH at 3.2 billion, or approximately 4.71.5 million US dollars, right? So 471.5 million US dollars. Following the closing of the transaction, which is expected in the September of 2022, Pixelworks will continue to hold the 80.87% majority interest in its semiconductor company, right? So if we just take a look at the math, so 4.7, so 471.5 million times 0.8087. So you can work out that the value of their asset and their ownership of the semiconductor company is actually 381 million. So when you look at the company, so 98 million. So you can see already what's my reasoning for backing this horse, right? Basically. And I just want to say that, so 12.9 million is obviously a not a big investment, right? So that is a bit of a risk to look up for as well. It's not like they bought half of the company and now the company is valued at very high value, right? Something like that. So buying a minority interest might not always be like a huge vote of confidence, right? So, but as demonstrated by this transaction representing 2x the valuation of the previous investment round in August 2021, right? So even if you halve that, right? So even if you halve that, you still end up with double of the market cap, right? So you can see, I think there is a huge disparity between price and value, right? Because maybe the parent company has been going through a rough time in the past year, and maybe it's gotten oversold, right? So if we take a look at the partners of this business, so basically Asus, ROG, Black Shark, never heard of this brand. So Honor, Lenovo, Nokia, Oppo. So you can see that obviously there's no Apple in here. If there's Apple, I don't think it'll be worth so little. But Realme as well, Vivo. So if you're in any emerging market country, you will see a lot of these phones, right? Because they are basically the cheaper version of phones. Basically, the emerging markets can afford this kind of phones, and this kind of phones really do sell like hotcakes because it's cheap and the technology is quite up there as well, right? So yeah, that's my reasoning for buying Pixelworks. So I'm still doing research on this company. That's why my position size on it might be a bit smaller. And even if I do the right research on it, my position size will be still on the smaller side for this company because just of the market capitalization and also maybe some other risks that I cannot see with this company since it's not such a big company, right? So yeah, with that being said, that's about all I wanted to share today. If you did enjoy the video, do help me smash up the like button, hit subscribe, hit the bell button, comment below what you think of this company, right? Is there any like information I'm not seeing? Because this is like a very simple analysis of it right at the moment. So yeah, with that being said, have a fantastic day ahead and peace out.